Hello, 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 hello. My name is Claire. Welcome back to my channel, Cool Claire ASMR. So, this past week I was on vacation in Michigan, so that's why there wasn't a video. But don't worry, I brought back plenty of goodies to look at with you. So today I have a vacation souvenir haul. I have 2 bags of stuff. So we're just gonna go through and look at everything. And I'll tell you which city I got it in if I can remember. But everything is either from like a national park or monument type of situation or an independent shop. So if you're really curious about something, I can try to remember what store it's from, but I honestly don't really know. But if you find yourself in the city in Michigan, then you could probably find it pretty easily. So, all right. I'm gonna dive right in to my bag of things here. Okay, so the first thing that I have is this enamel pen, and I'm gonna take it out of the plastic so we can see it better. Little crinkles there. So let's see. This is the Big Sable Point Lighthouse in Leadington, Michigan. And I always like to collect enamel pens when I'm on vacation of places that I've been. I don't know, in one of my setups, if you remember, that I have that cork board with all the pins in them, so that's where I collect them. So this is just for my collection. Trying to zoom in on it for you. But yeah, it was a lighthouse with like a little house underneath, and in the little house was a gift shop. That's the first thing, pretty self-explanatory. Next I have this tulip glass that I got at North Channel Brewing Company in Manistee, Michigan, which is the main place that we stayed, but like I said, we went to a few different towns. And this was just a brewery that I ate lunch at like the first day, and I thought this glass was so cute. And their little symbol is this little like propeller off of like a boat. I guess that's what you would call it, a propeller. Cheers. All right. I'm gonna go through this stuff pretty fast because I have a good amount of it. Okay. Next I have this bag from Mr. Bill's. Kind of like a Phineas and Ferb-esque logo here. Anyway, I got this sweatshirt, and it was at one of those very like stereotypical souvenir shops where you can like print your own t-shirt. I don't know if you've ever been to a place like that, but Michigan is full of them. And I got this one from the one in Traverse City. It just says good vibes, Traverse City, Michigan, in this like green color. Because I must admit, I do like myself a cheesy souvenir, so I got that. And I just thought this was very cute. We all need some good vibes. Good vibes. But I loved Traverse City. It was super, super cool. I had never been to Michigan before. This was my first time. And if you're not really familiar, it's in northern United States, obviously, and it's on Lake Michigan. We stayed on Lake Michigan. So, you know, going to the beach and shopping, and they are very famous for like blueberries and cherries. Like Traverse City is very famous for like cherries, so like fruit picking, wine tasting, that sort of thing is kind of the idea of the vacation. Anyway, okay. So yeah, speaking of cherries, this was my Traverse City pen. Has some cherries on it. And like I said, they're very famous for growing cherries. Get this one out of here to show you better. Try to show you better, but it's impossible. It just says Traverse City, Michigan a bunch of times around it. I thought that one was very cute. Alright. Okay. The next two things that I have are actually a gift for a friend. So the Saturday we were coming back from vacation, it was my friend's birthday and I missed her party. So I picked her up a couple earrings and I got these in Traverse City. So the first pair is these resin, like with flower earrings. In the shop, or at least the company that made them, is Wanderlust Fashion. You can see that. And then I got her this pair with the feminine symbol that are reflective. So by the time I post this, hopefully I will have those to her. Alright. Also from the same shop, I got the earrings. I got this hand printed shirt. It says Michigan mushrooms. I just thought that was so adorable. Try to get a good look at it there. And if you've been watching my channel at all, you know I'm definitely in on the mushroom craze right now. I really love that. And I just noticed that the Michigan mushroom part is like wood. So that's cool. But it is in like this huge size because it was the last one. But I figured can't go wrong with an oversized t-shirt sometimes. Alright. Getting to the end of this first container here. So this is from a place called On the Rocks, also in Traverse City. And it is a little amethyst tower, I guess is the correct term. I always forget. But I just thought that the colors in that were super cool. And I can see better, but because the light is like coming through it, it wants to reflect the light, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I can definitely do an updated crystal collection now because I picked up a few things. These were from a different crystal shop and bookstore called Higher Self Bookstore, actually. And it was like one of the places I found online that I really wanted to go to. And it was really cool. This place gave me the little cards for each. So let's see. So the first is this, if I can get it out. Get my paper here. First is this Botswanan agate slice. So here's the one that I chose. I just thought this was like really cool. Trying to like shield it from my ring light. But let's see. It says, helps handle change in a positive way, gently helps make transitions without difficulty or pain, comforting still. So that's the kind of gist of that one. And then I got some tangerine quartz. There's that. And this one says, tangerine quartz promotes inner self-evaluation and evolution. It brings one strength and the loving essence to continue in any and all pursuits. Okay. And then I have this guy here. I just got some points because I just think they're so cool. This is Tibetan quartz. It says, Tibetan, in quotes, black quartz is a powerful stone with purifying energies and the vibration of the Om. It is called black quartz because it often has black inclusions, although clear examples exist too. It can be used for balancing all chakras and meridians. It can also be used for very powerful energy grids and deep spiritual meditation. And there are black inclusions in the one that I got. I think you can kind of see it in that shot there. All right. And last but certainly not least, I got a smoky quartz point. That is also super gorgeous. Love me some smoky quartz. And this one says, smoky quartz is a powerful protection stone and relieves fear, lifts depression, and enhances calmness and positive thought. A wonderful piece for acute stress is what it says. So I could have spent a lot of money in this, but I could only bring back, so many things. I'm gonna put this little guy in with them. So there was a reused bookstore. Yeah, this was also in Traverse City. Just, we got this, we went to this shopping mall that was a sanatorium, refurbished obviously. So it was pretty cool. The architecture was awesome, but there was this, resell it bookstore, and they had a sign that it was like, buy books to help nurses, and I'm a nurse, so I'm like, okay, let me see what this is. My mom actually pointed it out to me. But yeah, they're selling nurse romance books. And here, what's the copyright year on this? 1966 is the copyright year, so very old vintage romance books. And yeah, they were like $5, and they helped donate to nurses in the area. So I thought that was cool. So I got this one, Ellen Matthews, Mission Nurse. So let me read you the synopsis. There were many reasons for Ellen's decision to give up her position at Chicago City Hospital and join Father Clouseau at his African mission, not the least of which was a chance to forget her recently broken engagement to Dr. Richard Cretan. The unspoiled beauty of the Maasai Plains and the simplicity of its people allowed the young, auburn-haired nurse to sort out her emotions. This was an opportunity to contribute something of value to mankind. as well as a chance to find herself. But that was before she met rugged, self-assured Craig Adams. Suddenly her emotions were once again in turmoil. Could she trust her strange new feelings? Could she be in love with a man she hardly knew? I guess this is Craig Adams here. But the plot of this one sounded the most interesting to me out of the stack, so I went with this. And I like this like turquoise color on the side of the page as well. Okay. And last but not least, I have some stickers. So from the shop that I got the earrings and t-shirt, oh no, this is from the Mr. Bill's shop. So I just got these two. So this is Northern Michigan UFO Recovery Team. And then we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes, so I got a little sticker for that as well. And then another little shop in the sanatorium thing. And that place was also apartments. It was pretty cool. I got this little snail, and I got this little fairy frog mushroom with glitter. So those are cool. And then what I was saying before, from that same shop, I got the earrings and the mushroom shirt. I got these lunar moth and a little butterfly sticker. So yes, that is everything in the first bag. Here is my second bag. Got more books. Couldn't pass up the opportunity to support bookstores though. I found a nail in there. I was taking some photos down, so a nail got flung across the room, so now I know where it ended up. So my mom and I just binge watched this show this summer. I Turned Pretty on Amazon Prime. So I got the first book in the series because I decided I wanted to read it. So I had that. The summer. I turned pretty. I do recommend that show if you haven't seen it. Only if you like kind of teenage drama-y stuff. So. Next, at a thrift store, my dad got me this camera because I was wanting a film camera. Because I had one from a relative, but it stopped working, so we'll see how this one does for me. Pentax. It's like, why is this so heavy? That's not because of that. And also because of this. So I got this. I was telling you how this region is very famous for fruits. They had this jam called We Be Jammin', and this flavor is called Toe Jam, and I bought that because it's hilarious. And look at the happy little bee on there. Everything about this is just so funny to me. But this is apple, peach, cherry, and strawberry jam, so it sounds pretty good. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's so happy. I also actually bought this for a friend as well, so there we go. So, like I said, we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes, and it looks like this is the last thing I have to show you. Oh, I definitely have to get something out of my bag because I got something else here. But anyway, at Sleeping Bear Dunes, which is like sand dunes, and hiking in all sand is so hard, I learned, but it was really cool. We did like a dune hike, so up and down the dunes, and then we made it to a beach in front of Lake Michigan, and like sat there for a little bit, and then came back. It took us like 5 hours to do the hike. So yeah. Anyway, I got myself a prize, which was this Sleeping Bear Dunes sweatshirt. I thought it was very cute. But I got something else at the dunes, so let me go grab it. Okay, last but not least, I got my obligatory pen at the sand dunes. Oh, and I wanted to read you the little thing that came with the sweater too. We'll do that in a second. So I got this little guy here. It's the little bear with the dunes in the background, and I thought that was really cute. And someone is making a lot of noise outside. So this came with the sweater. It says Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. Miles of sand beach, bluffs that tower 450 feet above Lake Michigan, lush forests, clear inland lakes, and unique flora and fauna make up the natural world of Sleeping Bear Dunes. High dunes afford spectacular views across the lake. An island lighthouse, U.S. life-saving service stations, coastal villages, and picturesque farmsteads reflect the park's rich maritime, agriculture, and recreational history. So there actually is a legend of Sleeping Bear Dunes that grants it that name. Basically, the legend is that a mama bear and her bear cubs were going to Lake Michigan, and the bear cubs went into the water and they didn't come back, so the mother laid down on the beach, and then I guess the cubs drowned, so she just kind of like died there on the lake shore, and the dunes are the mother bear. And then there's 2 islands in this area, so they say that the cubs came out of the water as the islands. So the dunes is the mother bear and the cubs are the little islands, and I do not know what the islands are called, and that is the very abridged version of that story. But that's why it's called that, if you were curious. But that is everything I have to show you. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.